My name is Zack Pace, and I'm in a junior guys small group. For sure, I have definitely been able to experience a lot of influence on my life, being poured into by my small group leaders, but also through my small group guys. My small group leaders have just shown me a lot of love, and just like they've been able to, point me in the right direction. In certain times. For example, I was struggling with doubt for a long time. My small group leader, Brad, he on the Forge retreat that year, he pulled me aside, and we just had a long conversation about doubting and just kind of where I was at and what was bringing me to that point. And he was just genuinely interested in what was going on in my life, and he was kind of worried for me at that point. And so I thought it was just cool that my small group leaders, cared about me enough to say, hey, there's something going on with you, and I've noticed it. You've come to me, you've been comfortable enough to come to me as well, and just kind of talk it out. Just kind of while I was in that area of my life, Brad and Davis both provided me with, just comfort and encouragement in my faith. I can look back through the past 2 years that I've spent with my small group, and I can see a ton of change through my life. I think the fact that I can see that, I can look back and see, how God's changed me, helps me want Him more, helps me desire to have Him more. I think that's really cool, just because it just kind of excites me a little bit that, I can see God working in my life, because we always talk about how He's intangible and how, faith is, believing without seeing, or whatever you want to call it. I can see physical, tangible evidence of God, moving stuff away and making a new me. And I may not be a perfect person yet, and I'm not, I know that, but I can see that I'm growing and that I'm becoming a better believer, through the years with the help of my small group leaders, but also, the Holy Spirit and God, inside of me, and just, changing me. Just getting to experience that kind of influence, both from my peers, but also from, my small group leaders, has been a big impact on me. And, I've been able to turn around and point that, or just kind of let that flow into my 4th grade boys that I teach in the mornings in Camp Grace. So I've been able to, teach them every morning, and I think it's been a really cool experience for me, because I've gotten to lead with other student leaders, and we've gotten to go through the whole, discipline behavior thing with the kids, and we've gotten to grow as leaders through that, but also we've gotten to engage kids, So one cool thing that we've done with the 4th grade guys, they were struggling with behavior and just, being able to, focus in the classroom and really, learn about stuff. What I did is I wasn't really sure how to get them into that, and so I talked to my small group leader, Brad, and he was able to help me out. He said, well, if these boys aren't able to focus, aren't able to behave, it's probably because they're not being challenged enough. And so one thing we were able to do is give them an opportunity to lead their own classmates, and take a section of the lesson and read through the Bible and tell us, hey, what does this mean? And they would explain it, and we would be able to help them explain it, or say, hey, good job, you did awesome, and teach them how to lead as they're coming up to be young men, being able to understand what that's like, and being able to experience it and to do it, so they know what it's like when they're growing up. And so that was something that was really cool.